Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. What would he or she really tell you? This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. Option 1, Option 2, Option 3, and Cuatro, Option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Think of your person of interest and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, pile 1, here is your reading. Four of Staffs, 4 of Wands, Cuatro de Bastos. 10 of Staffs, 10 of Wands, 10 de Bastos. Ace of Swords, As de Espadas. Que Paso 210, one of my many oracle decks available at makeplaincards.com. Link is in the box. What would they really tell you? No bullshit. Do a good hard shuffle. Please be gentle. I love us. These feelings overwhelm me, baby. No BS. Love Oracle. I love us again. Yeah, it's like that. I still crave you, baby. Now, I always put a heavy emphasis at this channel on entertainment purposes, but especially when I'm doing message cards, because obviously I thought these up myself. And what the hell do I know? When I made these 2 different oracle decks, I wanted a healthy mix of negative and positive. And I have to say, this is extremely rare that they're all positive. I mean, this could be negative or positive, but heavier emphasis than usual on entertainment purposes whenever I do the love messages. So then we have, lastly, the Crow Tarot. Five of Cups, Cinco de Copas. 10 of Wands again. Queen of Pentacles, Reina de Oros. It looks like you have the power, you have the upper hand in this relationship. And I am seeing a relationship. This is not a casual connection. This is not someone who just slid into your DMs at Instagram and told you how hard he gets looking at your pictures or how excited they are by whatever. This is not casual. This is not sex. I'm seeing a full-on relationship. So if you're not currently in a relationship with this person, this probably is not your pile, because I see two people who are on the same page. I see two people who respect each other and are taking this relationship seriously, and you're committed. It's very likely you're going to marry each other, because we do start with Four of Wands. Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, both of you putting in the work, mutual exchange of energy. And that's what I say again and again at this channel, at Extra Basic Tarot, at Patreon, and my client readings. When you strip away all the cute labels, strip away soulmates, karmic, divine counterparts, twin flames, high-level soulmates, whatever, all that true love truly is, it's a mutual exchange of energy. It's two people who are both prioritizing the relationship, and that's clearly happening here. So what would he tell you? He or she, they would tell you that they are crazy deep in love, and there's no end in sight, and these feelings overwhelm them. They've never felt this close to someone before. It scares them how much they love you. So obviously there is a strong sexual attraction, but the emphasis is not on the sex or the attraction. It's on the love, the romance, the deep feelings. This is a spiritual connection, a very energetic connection. You probably have crazy good synastry. They actually may put more work into this relationship than you do. There is a danger here. You could take this person for granted because they are so good to you, just according to these cards. So a possible astro combo for this person, they could have Sun in Aries, Capricorn rising, Moon in Cancer, one possibility of many. You could have Sun in Taurus, Gemini rising, Moon in Pisces. So they love you. Maybe you're watching because you're bored. You're curious, you like the sound of my voice. This is like ASMR for you, or you just wanted confirmation, but I'm seeing total love here for pile one, and that is rare at this channel. So check out Extra Basic Tarot for zodiac readings and astrology videos. Muchas gracias. And if you chose to, here is your reading, starting with my favorite tarot deck, the Mayan Zoltun Tarot. Ten of Swords, Diez de Espadas, the Fool, El Loco, Seven of Cups, Six de Copas, I always say that at this channel, there is a heavy emphasis on entertainment purposes, but especially when I'm doing the message cards. Now, when I make these oracle decks, I make them using Canva. They're available at makeplaincards.com. Whenever I make these, I do intentionally make a mix of negative and positive, because I've seen a lot of tarot channels where it's just all positive, and that's ridiculous. So, entertainment purposes. What would they really tell you? I can't talk right now. I'm still healing. You hear that a lot at a lot of the tarot channels. They want to reach out, they want to love you, but they're still healing. When does any of us ever stop healing? Someday. So that's very tongue-in-cheek. I'm still healing. I'm trying to align my chakras. We don't fit. I cannot live without you. See, they contradict each other sometimes. Let's make a baby, baby. And then lastly, Crow Tarot. King of Pentacles, Rey de Oros, the Sun, El Sol, and Death, Muerte. So we start with the Ten of Swords, we end with Death. For a lot of you, this is probably an ex. You're wondering about an ex. What would your ex tell you? Maybe you want closure. Maybe they didn't provide you with any closure, which is becoming more and more common. Maybe they ghosted you. It looks like this person is in a committed relationship. They could be married, they could be living with someone, but I'm seeing them in a committed relationship. I can see that this person at one time may have been infatuated with you. There may have been a really strong sexual attraction, but they pulled back because they looked at the big picture. They looked a few years down the road and they didn't see the two of you working out. You simply don't have enough in common. And it could have been that when you were talking, they came on really strong in the beginning and it was very sexual. There was a lot of flattery. Oh my God, I could look at your pictures for hours. You're so gorgeous, and baby this, and sweetheart that. And you caught feelings. You thought this was romantic. But it was really more sexual than anything else. I don't see two people who have much of anything in common. I'm not seeing in-depth conversations. I'm not seeing a spiritual connection. This is very lusty. This is very 3D. So they may have even discussed marriage with you and starting a family, but they flaked. There was no follow through, and it was guided by lust is what I'm getting. They would tell you that they're okay, they like their life, they like this relationship that they're currently in. They hope you don't have any hard feelings. They hope that you don't hold this against them. They simply didn't feel like the two of you were going to work out. You didn't have enough in common. And they would probably apologize if they could. They would apologize for hurting you. But they would say it's better that we broke it off before we really got deeply invested, before there were children involved, because if the two of you had gotten married, it's very likely it would not have lasted. It would have ended in a divorce. A possible astral combo for this person, they could have Sun in Gemini, Capricorn rising, Moon in Leo. That's one possibility of many. I don't think the two of you have decent synastry. You may have Mars-Venus, but Mars-Venus does not last. I had really good Mars-Venus with my two ex-husbands. So one example of many, they could have Mars at 20 Aries, and you could have Venus at 20 Libra, a super tight opposition, or Mars at 3 Gemini and you have Venus at 2 Gemini, a super tight conjunction. When it comes to Mars-Venus, I think the hottest aspects are the opposition, the conjunction, and the square. The sextile and the trine tend to be pretty mediocre. That's what I see for pile 2. Entertainment purposes. I'm reading for a global audience, not a personal reading. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose Thrace, crystal number 3, here is your reading. What would they really tell you? No bullshit. Starting with the Zoltun Tarot. You are the star. La Estrella. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. La Estrella. Queen of Cups, there's the Scorpio glyph, Reina de Copas, the Lovers, Los Enamorados, I always stress entertainment purposes at this channel, but especially when I'm doing message cards that I made myself. So K Paso 210, one of my mini decks available at makeplayingcards.com. When I make these decks, I intentionally make a mix of positive and negative because I've seen a lot of channels where it's just all positive, and that's ridiculous. So what would they really tell you? I'm in the clouds over you. You are not my type. So they tend to contradict each other, so keep that in mind. Please forgive me. What did they do to you? No BS, Love Oracle. You're sweet. And that's very condescending. That's very patronizing. I found in my experience when someone says, oh, you're sweet. Okay. Thanks. I love my freedom. I'm dangerous. Yeah, you look really dangerous. So I'm getting strong fuckboy vibes. Fuck boy, fuck girl, fuck person. Oh, the not too sexy 9 of Wands. And Nueve de Bastos. Three of Cups, Tres de Copas, the booty call, the situationship, casual sex, friends with benefits, no strings attached. Don't get hooked on me, baby. I'll break your heart. Judgment. I like it when judgment is spelled like that. I think that's the British spelling. I think the American spelling is with the 2 E's. Anyway, what would they really tell you? We can hang out, sure. We can have sex a few times, but that's as far as it's going to go. So don't catch feelings. Don't expect me to call you or send roses after having sex with you. You can come over. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Come on over. I don't really have any food. I don't really have any alcohol. This is bleak. And you've got to keep in mind, I mean, it should be fairly obvious, but I don't know. Every reader who reads tarot on YouTube, they're bringing their personal experiences and their bias to every reading. There's no way around that. There's no neutrality. You can try to be neutral, you can try to be objective, but obviously when you're making message cards yourself, you're putting your bias, your preferences into it. So I had some really harrowing, horrible experiences dating in San Antonio in my middle age. And I put it in a book, disguised as a non-linear novel. Fuck or Butt Happy Time. It's available at Amazon. So yeah, there were some really tacky situations that I put myself in, and I'm just very, very grateful that part of my life is over. I can say I did it. I'll never do it again. I have zero interest in casual dating or casual sex. Some people pretend to like it. I think a lot of times women pretend to like it, but most women that I know are not content to be in Three of Cups for any length of time where there's not a deep emotional investment. And you're dealing with someone who clearly has no class. They don't have any respect for you. They probably don't have much respect for themselves. I'm seeing someone who's very shallow, very superficial, someone, and I'm seeing a man, but whatever, someone who is all over Instagram, Facebook, just looking for the hottest new conquest. They're easily distracted, let's say. On to the next thing, on to the next conquest. So they would tell you that they're willing to have sex with you. I don't see much value in that, but everyone's on their own path. There could have been some love bombing. There could have been a lot of flattery on social media. The stars associated with social media, Aquarius. A lot of flattery. God, baby, you're gorgeous. Okay. How valuable is a sexual attraction if there's no heart and soul behind it? I mean, I'm not seeing a relationship here. I'm not seeing deep feelings. And this person may get away with this behavior in their 20s, 30s. Maybe they're really good looking. Maybe they live in the gym and they are just ripped. They've got abs you could bounce a quarter on, whatever. But it doesn't age very well. This kind of behavior, this kind of mindset does not age very well. So I see this person just going from relationship to relationship and not ever being satisfied. It's like they're running from themselves. But this is not someone who is balanced. This is not someone who is good. This is not a good person. They don't have any character. They're just going after instant gratification. They're very much in the matrix. They're very much in the 3D, just pleasuring themselves. You know, they're very greedy. They're very entitled. So I don't like this person, but maybe you do. I don't know. They could have Sun in Sagittarius, Cancer rising, Moon in Scorpio. That's one possibility of many. But whatever this person has going on astrologically, they need to work on themselves, but they probably won't. They'll probably carry this bullshit into their old age. So on that cheery note, that's what I have for pile 3. I hope that helps. Check out Extra Basic Tarot for astrology videos and zodiac readings. Muchas gracias. And if you chose Cuatro, crystal number 4, here is your reading. Starting with the Mayan Zoltun Tarot. That would be the Hanged Man, El Colgado. That would be Justice, La Justicia. Queen of Wands, Queen of Staffs, Reina de Bastos. Like I said, for the other piles, it bears repeating. There's a heavy emphasis at this channel on entertainment purposes. I'm not a starseed. I don't really consider myself a light worker. I'm not holier than thou. I'm just a basic bitch shuffling cards in San Antonio. But especially when I'm doing love message cards, heavier than usual emphasis on entertainment purposes. I make these myself using Canva. When I make the love message cards, I do intentionally make a mix of negative and positive, because there are a lot of readers who make these message cards and they're just all positive, and that's ridiculous. So, K Paso 210, what would they really tell you? You melt me. You're amazing. Wait for it, wait for it. There's always, usually, there's a mix of the negative and positive. It's rarely all positive or all negative. Wow, this is all positive so far. You bring spring to my soul. That's almost poetic. No BS. Love Oracle. I still crave you, baby. They definitely crave you. They're letting you know what is up. I love us. Well, this is all positive. I mean, positive, negative. I would say in this context, the eggplant is positive. They want you to devour their eggplant. That's good. Crow Tarot. Ouch. Three of Swords. Tres de Espadas. Nine of Cups. Maybe the Copas. Hurts so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. You make it hurt so good. Six of Cups. Seis de Copas. This is really high vibe. This is positive. I see total love here. So that's two different piles that have been love and light. But it's spicy because we have the eggplant, the dick pic. So they enjoy having sex with you. They are in love with you. They would tell you they want to keep having sex with you. They want to see where this is going, but they are in love, according to these cards. So if it's not your story right now, if you don't know anyone like this who has all this love for you, you can manifest that. What I tell clients again and again in the private readings, I'm not fatalistic when it comes to tarot. Tarot is a suggestion. Tarot is not something you can carve in stone. We're working with energy, which is mutable. It's always changing. I am a very firm believer in law of attraction, manifestation. I've seen it in my own life time and time and time again. I manifested all of my exes. So we're all always manifesting, either intentionally or unintentionally. I highly recommend intentional manifestation. So I don't see this as third party. I feel like that's overused. Three of Swords, oh, it's third party. You have to look at the cards around it. So it could be BDSM. It could be that the love is just really intense and there's this fear. There's always fear when the love is intense of losing the person. There could be some jealousy. But the sex is crazy good. This person doesn't just think about you, they contemplate this connection and they see it going to a very good place, and that terrifies them. This could be the strongest they've ever felt for someone, and they're just kind of astounded. They're kind of amazed. Maybe I'm Amazed, the song that Paul McCartney wrote for his wife, Linda McCartney, in the 70s. A favorite love song of mine. Maybe I'm Amazed. This person could have Sun in Pisces, Gemini rising, Moon in Cancer. I feel like they do have a lot of water in in their natal chart, I would say this person is definitely a romantic. They're very tender. They're very sensitive. They like to cuddle. They like to look into your eyes and caress your face and say stuff like, God, baby, where have you been all my life? If that's not your experience, you can manifest that. So I don't use the labels too much. I don't feel like the labels serve much purpose. I feel like the labels are overused, but this person could regard you as a soulmate. They could regard you as the love of their life. I can see this leading to marriage eventually. I'm just seeing total love. I'm seeing bliss. They have stars in their eyes. For you, I can see them sending you playlist. This song reminds me of you. This song, this song, this song. Look at this clip from this movie. This is us. I can see you sharing ice cream together. So that is what I see for pile 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.